Hey, this is Christy. I just thought that since things are a little bit crazy right now for a lot of business owners, that I would spend some time just every day, at least for this week, maybe longer, to hop on to share maybe some tools, maybe some inspiration, maybe a little bit of motivation, some strategies to just really help support the business community in coming together. So, what I want to talk about today is a couple of things. One, I want to ask you first and foremost, did you get dressed today? Are you dressed and showered? Because if you're not used to working from home, if you're stressed, if you're worried, the most important thing that you can do is get dressed and take the time to get ready. Even if you're not going to leave your house, even if you're not going to be doing video like I am, you will feel so much better and it will help you retain a sense of normalcy. So, did you get dressed? Put in the comments yes or no. It's okay if you didn't. You still have time. It's only 9. But what I really wanted to pop on and talk about today was that just because we are social distancing and that there's a lot of things that are closing does not mean, as business owners, as humans, that we are isolating. And there's a difference between distancing and isolating. And you absolutely can still stay connected to your family, to your customers, to your friends. And technology is the tool that's going to help you to be able to do that and make the most of this time. And for me, it's hard. Like I'm in sales, for heaven's sake. I love talking to people face to face, reading body language, getting energy from other people. And that's just not the reality that we're in today. And that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect using technology. And I want to just share some tools. I'm going to put the comments. I'll share in the comments what the tools are. So this is a brand new tool that I'm using right now. It's called StreamYard. I'm not sure if I love it yet, so I'm not going to recommend it yet, maybe later. But if you're doing Facebook Lives and that kind of stuff, it's more of a marketing tool than a general connection tool. But some of the tools that I absolutely love for businesses, or if you just want to kind of lift up your friends and send them spirit, or good spirits, I should say, not a spirit, you can send them some vodka, is a tool called Bom Bom. So I'm putting this in the link now. So Bom Bom basically is a tool where you can send video messages without having a lot of bandwidth on your computer. You can record short video messages into email, and it's a great way to just add a personal touch to any type of communication you're doing. So when you're sending an email, you can just go into Bom Bom, record a short video, and then send the actual email in there. So that's a really cool tool that I use quite a bit in my business for sales. So that's tool number 1. Tool number 2 is Zoom. So if you haven't heard of Zoom before, it is probably one of my favorite tools for just teaching and doing stuff online and staying connected. I'm trying to think why I like it better than Skype or Google Hangouts, but there's cool things you can do if you are transitioning where you're maybe teaching to groups of people online and you haven't been doing that. You can create breakout rooms. You can let them control your computer and your screen if you want them to show stuff. So there's some really cool technology in there, but it's also great just, hey, you know what? I feel like I'm lacking some personal connection today with my loved ones. So I'm going to hop on Zoom and talk to them in person. So it's great for that as well. So personal and professional. I love Zoom. And then another tool that I really like is called Loom. Let me just get their email really quick. So what Loom is awesome for is if, say, you are used to doing proposals for clients in person. Yeah, it's just loom.com. Okay. What you can do there is you can do that proposal and you can record your screen, but you can also, as you're recording your screen, walking through the proposal, you can have a video of yourself at the bottom of it, or you can move it around so that it has that personal touch. So people aren't just seeing the paper, that they're actually seeing you walk through the proposal with them. Now, you can also use Zoom to do your proposals. I always laugh because like Zoom, Loom, my team's always like, what are we talking about? So you can use Zoom if they are going to be on there with you, but if they can't be on there with you to do it live, then you can use Loom to get that personal experience. So those are some of my favorite tech tools. I just wanted to put them out there for some of you guys that might be new to working remotely and working from home. That there are a lot of tools that can help you stay connected. And the bigger thing that I want to say is that this time isn't a time to just disengage and pause all work. This is still a time to be engaged in your business. It might change, how you do it might change, what it looks like might change, but it absolutely is important to do it still and to not just put your head down and give up. That this is an opportunity where if you are in business, your customers are facing a lot of uncertainty. They're facing uncertainty about what their day-to-day life looks like, what their life with their kids look like. They're facing uncertainty about their own livelihoods. And for you to just disappear on them is not of service to the clients. That we need each other more than we have ever needed each other before. And so it's okay to be uncertain. It's okay to be a little bit like, oh my gosh, what's happening? That's all perfectly normal. But you also have to commit that you're not going to let this be an opportunity to disappear on your prospects, to disappear on your customers, to disappear on yourself. That you still need to keep showing up for yourself, for the business community as a whole. And that's why I want to keep popping on and doing these lives, is because I want to give you some tools and strategies. How do you do that? How do you do that in times like this? This is unprecedented for everybody. And nobody has been here before. Nobody's run a business in a global pandemic, but just because nobody's done it before, nobody's an expert, doesn't mean that you can't be a leader. And right now we need people to step up and lead. We need to lead our communities, lead our families, lead our businesses. And this is your opportunity to do that. And so I'm just asking you, as your friend, as somebody that I've connected with over the time, to not let that opportunity to step up and lead pass you by. That is what we need. And from a more global perspective, if everyone just stops doing business, that doesn't help the economy, and people are going to be struggling. There are people that are losing money and their livelihoods, and we need to come together to still operate as best as we can to offer services and goods and do that in a way that's of value and service so that we keep the economy moving. And we're going to do that together, and we're going to do it through small business. That's how we're going to get through this. And like I said, how you do it might change, what it looks like might change, but it doesn't mean that you have to give up. So I'm going to be popping on every day, at least this week, to just share tools and strategies on how you can step up and lead, how you can stay connected with your customers, what types of conversations you should be having. For example, I have a client that works in the dental special. They're a specialist in the dental field who they serve, but their customer general dentists are being asked to essentially only see patients for emergencies, which absolutely makes sense. But for a lot of dentists, that means a lot of lost revenue. You're not coming in to get your cleaning. And so for this client, it's like, how do we help our customers communicate with their customers during this time? So we're being called to do things differently. It's such a great opportunity to add value, to add service, and to give to your community. And like I said, check out these tools, Bom Bom, Loom, and Zoom. They're great resources to help you stay connected while still having that personal touch. So what I want to know is, I want to hear from you. How are you connecting with your customers today? What customers are you connecting with, and how are you connecting with them? Are you just picking up the phone? I mean, that's a great tool right there, right? Everyone still has the ability to pick up the phone and call somebody. You can send emails, you can use technologies to do it differently, but how are you going to connect with your customers or your prospects today? That's what I want you to ask yourself, and share in the comments, and then share how I can support you. I will be popping on again tomorrow. I'll probably be right around the same time frame, but just let's stay connected.